Welcome to the Activated Story Theater's 202nd podcast.
This episode we bring you Wishing on a Moon, an Inuit story.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
And I'm Kimberly.
And together we are the Activated Actors.
We are coming to you from somewhere near Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta. We're in the outskirts of Atlanta.
We are wintering here, enjoying the holiday season and just enjoying Atlanta.
And I've actually been doing some film work. They have a film industry in Atlanta.
That's true. He's been working on some secret projects.
Well,
you can't really tell about them yet.
I can't tell about.
No.
Not in detail.
No.
One of them I can. I worked on The Resident TV series, The Resident, and I worked on another mini series for Disney Plus.
And by working, he means he's a background extra. He's going to be somewhere in the background, but he got to be on set and see them filming and see some stars in action. So that was an exciting adventure you've had. We've also been taking some hikes around the area. There is a long trail that I've been enjoying. It's called the Silver Comet Trail, and it goes all throughout Atlanta. It's probably about 20 some odd miles long. So we've been hiking parts of it here and there and having some fun on that.
We might mention that we met up with some old friends here in the Atlanta area who we became...
This is an interesting story, yes.
We became acquainted with them many years ago when we performed at the school where they were elementary students.
They were elementary students.
In Pennsylvania. So it was
yes.
their mother is the one who...
hired us.
Who booked the show.
Yes, and we got to meet them and hang out with them.
We became friends with the whole family and
have stayed in touch.
The kids were about the same age as our son, so they spent some time together. And now these guys
They're
live here.
young adults and they live in Georgia. We did enjoy getting together with them. It's the Metzger family. So shout out to them. We've enjoyed having their friendship throughout the years. Like I said, we performed at their school a couple of times when they lived in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's been at least 20 years ago.
Yeah, and then we did get to see them when we went to Florida as well. And now they live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and we got to visit them again. Yes, so we do have a story for you. It is Wishing on the Moon, an Inuit story. Long, long ago, in what is now Alaska, there was a boy named Nukilik. He was an orphan and had no relatives of his own. He also had no real home. He slept with the dogs in the entranceway of a lodge where several people lived.
Here, Rover. Here, Rex. Here, Scooby. Let's all huddle up to stay warm. Oh, you guys are better than blankets. Except you snore more.
The men in the village were very mean to him and made him work hard.
Hey, Nukilik, go fetch some water and thaw it out before you bring it back. Yes, sir.
Nukilik, bring some firewood.
Right away, sir.
Hey, Nukilik, polish my boots.
But, sir, they're made out of fur.
Oh, well then give them a perm. They gave him only scraps of food to eat, just like the dogs. So he did not grow to be very big. In fact, he was quite small.
Well, at least I fit better between the dogs this way.
He was so small that whenever one of the men got angry with him, they could just pick him up by the nose.
Ow, 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 ow.
The only person who was friendly to him at all was a girl about his age named Akna. Hi, Nukilik. How's your night been?
Oh, long. Really long.
I know what you mean. Well, I will get some sunlight again in one of these days.
Oh, I don't mind the long nights. Because when the day comes again, I will have even more chores to do.
Oh, I see. Well, I heard your birthday is coming, so I brought you something.
You did?
Yes. Here, it's some fresh seal blubber that my father hunted.
Oh, wow. I have not had blubber in so long. All I've been getting is gristle and hide and a few roots to chew on. This is the best birthday present I've ever had.
Really?
Well, it's the only birthday present I've ever had.
Oh, that's sad. Listen, I just remembered something that my grandmother once told me. She said that if you are really in need of something and you wish for it on the moon, that it may come true.
On the moon? Don't you mean on a star?
Well, my grandma says wishing on the moon works better. I guess it's because the moon's so much closer. Oh, the wishes don't have so far to be delivered. She says that there's a man in the moon, and if you wish on the moon when it's full, he will hear your wish and make it come true. Maybe sometimes.
Well, I guess that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. Close to it, maybe, but not quite. Maybe I'll give it a try.
I hope it works. Well, listen, I have to run along. I have chores to do.
I know what you mean.
Happy birthday! See you later. Now, at first, Nukilik thought the idea of wishing on the moon was silly. But when the moon turned full...
Wow, that full moon is the fullest moon I've ever seen. It looks like it is full of blubber. Hey, I wonder if there's anything to that idea of wishing on a full moon. Oh, of course not. That's as silly as thinking that cats always land on their feet. Wait a minute, they do, don't they? Oh, what do I have to lose? Might as well give it a try. Oh, man in the moon, or whatever. I wish I was big and strong. That's all. Did it work? Oh, let's see. Oh, no. I'm still little and weak. That was very silly of me to think it would change.
But meanwhile, up in the sky, the man in the moon actually heard the wish. He seems like a worthy lad. He certainly needs my help. I should go pay him a visit. So he hitched up his dog to his sleigh and rode down to the earth. He landed just outside a lodge where Nukilik was sleeping. Oh, Nukilik, come on out.
What? No, I'm sleeping. I'm too tired to do work right now.
Come out, please.
No, go away.
I don't want you to do chores. I am the man in the moon.
Right. And I am Nanook of the North.
No, I really and truly am the man in the moon. You made a wish to me that you would grow big and strong, remember?
Huh? How would you know about my wish? Unless...
And he peeked outside to see...
Wow! You really are the man in the moon.
I am indeed. I am here to grant your wish.
But I thought...
I know. You thought it didn't work because it didn't come true immediately. Humans. They have no patience. Maybe that's what you should have wished for instead. Anyway, I am here to help you. If you just step over to those boulders. So they went over to the boulders, and the man in the moon took out what looked like a rope. A short golden rope that glowed. Okay, stand still.
Huh? You're not going to hit me with that, are you?
Now relax, it won't hurt. It's not a whip, it's a moonbeam.
Oh, okay then, I guess.
And the man in the moon swung the moonbeam at him lightly. No pun intended.
You're right. That didn't hurt at all.
Of course not. If you can't believe a guy who traveled all the way from the moon on a dog sled, whom can you believe? Okay, now, try to lift that boulder.
But it looks as heavy as a boulder.
Give it a try anyway.
Well, okay. It's way too heavy.
Well, as I said, it takes a little time. I guess I'll have to strike you with the moonbeam twice.
Oh, I bet that's going to hurt.
No, not at all, I promise.
Oh, okay then, go ahead.
A 1 and a 2.
Hey, you're right. That didn't hurt either.
Of course not. Now, try to lift the boulder.
Sure. Here goes. I still can't lift it. Oh, I knew this whole thing was silly.
Now, patience, my boy. guess you're weaker than I thought. So now, I really didn't want to do this, but I guess I have to try the moonbeam 3 times.
Sure, whatever, go ahead.
Very good. A 1, and a 2, and a 3!
Ow! That hurt!
Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. The 3rd time does hurt. Now, try to lift the boulder.
Well, I don't know about this, but okay. Alley-oop! Hey! I'm lifting it! With no trouble at all!
Whew, finally! Sometimes it just takes an extra dose of moonbeams to make the spell successful. It's a relief that it finally kicked in. I was afraid I was going to have to take that moonbeam to the shop for repairs. And now, you should keep growing stronger and bigger very quickly.
You're right! I can feel my muscles growing, and my coat is feeling tight already.
Excellent, excellent. And to show off your new strength, I'm going to send 3 bears prowling into the village so you can chase them away.
Bears? Why does it have to be bears? Couldn't it be geese or something?
Don't worry. They won't really hurt anyone. They've all got plenty of porridge to eat. They just look mean.
But, I'm supposed to fight them?
More like a wrestling match, really. Just to put on a show so all the men in the village will know now you're strong and will respect you. Better to show it against the bears than show it against them, don't you think?
I guess so. Well, if it's good for my image, I guess I don't mind tangling with a few bears.
That's the spirit. Now, it's time for me to soar back up to the moon. Gotta take care of all my cheese, you know. Got a pretty good crop this year. Good luck, and if you ever need my services again, just make another wish. You're allowed 3 free ones during this introductory special.
Oh, thank you very much. Goodbye.
And with that, the man in the moon flew back off to the moon, and Nukilik went back to the village.
Hey, look at that. Can that be Nukilik?
Looks like him, except he's all big and strong and stuff. Maybe it's his look-alike, but much bigger and stronger cousin or something.
He has no relatives. He's a lonely orphan. And, uh-oh, do you see that? 3 ferocious-looking bears prowling through the village.
Oh.
We better duck and cover.
Oh, wait a minute. Nukilik is walking right over to them. He's gonna be eaten alive, or dead, or... Doesn't really matter, the result's the same.
All right, bears, I'm ready for you, I hope. Right this way. Hey-ya! Take that! And that! Will you look at that? He chased away those 3 bears with his bare hands.
I had no idea he was that strong. I think maybe we better be nicer to him from now on.
Howdy, guys. Strange weather we're having, huh? Oh, yes, indeed. You should come inside and warm yourself by the fire.
Yes, we have a hot pot of stew. Eat all you want, and I can give you one of my furs.
No, I'll give him one of my furs.
No, I insist. I get to give him one of mine. And from that day on, all of the men in the village were indeed much nicer to Nukilik. In fact, they all respected and admired him. I'm not sure if he ever used those other 2 wishes on the moon, but the first one sure came in handy. Oh, and remember the girl who told him about it? She one day became his wife, or so I'm told.
And that's the story of wishing on the moon from way up north.
Yes.
Inuit people often called the Eskimo.
Yes.
People.
And if you like moon stories, we will be performing a couple of stories that also are about the moon or have a moon character in them. And that's going to be at the Charleston Museum. And that is a 2:00 show at the Charleston Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. And that is going to be on January 11th. And it is free for everybody who comes to the museum. It's included with your admission.
And this is the oldest museum in the country. In fact, it is older than the country.
Yes, it's America's first museum.
It was established before the U.S. became the U.S. So how about that?
Celebrating the 246th or
247 something. I don't know.
240. I think it's the 247th anniversary.
All right, now in that story that we just did, I mentioned Nanook of the North. I don't know if you're familiar. You may have heard about Nanook of the North. That was a documentary that was done around, I think it was in 1921, so silent film. And this guy supposedly, the filmmaker supposedly just followed this Inuit Eskimo family around and filmed what they did. But actually, a lot of that stuff was staged.
Oh, really? Yes. It was a fake-umentary?
Yeah, a fake-umentary way back then. One of the earliest documentaries was fake.
Wow.
But it's still interesting.
Sure, I'm sure.
And the man's name was not really even Nanook. He just made that name up.
So it was kind of acted out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't heard of that. I figured there was some kind of reference, though.
But it's an interesting film to watch, even though you know that a lot of it is staged.
I bet it's on YouTube.
But yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah. It's not something they have to pay royalties or residuals for anymore.
Interesting. So look that up. We are enjoying your comments that you leave us on iTunes. Please join us over on Facebook. You'll find us at Activated Fans on Facebook, and that's the good way to always be in touch with us, and we'll be able to keep you informed about upcoming shows and upcoming podcasts. It's one of the first places we post it.
Okay, we're going to go do some stuff in Atlanta, and we hope you are having a great holiday season.
And we hope you have a wonderful new year. I am so looking forward to 2020. I just think it's a really cool number, and I can't wait for it to be here. It's a new decade. I'm excited.
Yes. All right, until next time, stay activated.
Catch you on the flip side.
Activated Story Theater is committed to bringing fun, educational shows to schools and libraries nationwide. On stage, we use physical comedy, American Sign Language, imaginative props, and a giant, oversized book to bring multicultural folktales to life. For booking information, check out our website, activatedstorytheater.com, where you can also find out when the activated actors will be performing near you. Read a story, or order one of our audio CDs. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or listen on Stitcher. We look forward to your comments and folktale suggestions. Stay activated. Until next time.